Yes. Welcome to another episode of the Opinion Feature. And today our topic for discussion is about the FA, Ghana Football Association. You recall, Otto Addo was the coach of the Black Stars not too long ago. He took them to the World Cup and we were having issues with the results here and there. And then the GFA, the Ghana Football Association, led by Kets Okreku and his team. I don't know if the Minister of Sports was informed or he was aware, decided to fire Otto Addo and some members of his technical team just few days towards the World Cup. And to me, I think it is a good idea because of the results that were coming out from the camp. But I don't know about my guest, whether he's with me or not. My friend here, Nathaniel, will tell us his opinion and then we can pick it up from there.
Yes, so I think the GFA does not have a right mind.
Oh, really?
In managing the Ghana football, because when you look at some of the key things Quincy Nyantiti did, and you look at what Kurt Okreku is doing, you can see the GFA has no direction. Because how do you fire a coach just like a month towards a major tournament?
Wow, hold on. How do you fire a coach just like a month towards a tournament? This is Nathaniel's point of view. He thinks it was wrong for the GFA to fire the coach towards the World Cup. Now, let's take this quick commercial. Accra Metropolitan University. Nathaniel Quaye.
Yeah.
Accra Met.
Yes. When you look at one of the best private open university across West Africa, Accra Metropolitan.
I think Africa.
In Africa, yes.
Africa, yes.
In Africa, yes. Accra Metropolitan is the second
best open university in Africa.
In Africa.
Great.
And when you look at our schedules, we look at the models they teach, you can be at the comfort of your home and study. It's an open university. You can also come to the campus to study. You can opt for weekends, and so you can be anywhere
and
around
you can come in a physical class sometimes.
Exactly.
And it is accredited. It is a chartered university. They give their own certificate. You don't need to wait for another school to give you certification before you will become a graduate. So we dey pray, can cry, All right, so now let's continue the conversation.
So you can see they do not have a clear direction into managing the whole football thing in Ghana.
Really?
Because look at how sensitive the World Cup is. It's so much sensitive that even the most experienced coaches sometimes hesitate. Sometimes even putting players together. And you look at how Otto Addo, at a point that we were all saying we should fire Otto Addo. They said Otto Addo is the best person to
Of course, we had to fire him.
Exactly.
It's very important that Otto Addo goes.
Because he was giving us abysmal performances and we could all...
But this same Otto Addo qualified us to the World Cup. He might have its own challenges here and there. But Otto Addo was the same coach who qualified us to the World Cup.
So why fire him now? If he had the competence to...
He's the same coach who qualified us to the World Cup. And we understand that he's the coach that qualified us to the World Cup. But the performances he's been giving us is pretty poor. Okay?
Yes.
We wish he wasn't fired. But technically, his tactics, his I don't know, his formations, it's like we are playing a sixes and sevens. It's that we don't have a direction. We don't know what we are up to.
For me, I think at a point where we needed to fire him was the time we should have fired him. But waiting till just a month towards the World Cup, firing him, bringing in a new coach. Now the new coach have to look for his starting 11. But we can say Otto Addo knows who is good at this position.
But Quaye has the experience.
But he has not worked
Quaye
with the
has
team.
the experience.
You see somebody, if you see Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola is a very fantastic coach. But when you ask Pep Guardiola to take the Black Star, he will still struggle.
This is not,
because he has to take his time, gel with the team, know which player should play where and what, who can he try. He has to do some try and error to say, okay, this person fits purpose for this.
But this is not the first time we fired a coach towards a World Cup.
But this is too early.
And we have had good success. I remember Dukovic, Doya. He came in at a certain point when we were getting towards the World Cup. And when he came in, he did a good job when we went to 2010 World Cup. And he was great.
You see, the 2010 World Cup has a lot of, it wasn't only a coach's success.
Okay.
You could see the players had played from 2006. See the 2006, and after the World Cup, we maintained most of the players, so they had gelled the Suleiman Muntai, the Samuel, the Hansi. Like,
but if our coach then had all these experienced players and he wasn't doing well, and there was no sign that he was going to take us to the World Cup and do well, and we didn't fire him to bring a better coach, we would have found ourselves wanting at the World Cup. This is what the World Cup is about. We need quality. We need the best brains who can control the players, and not bring in their own players and do that agency work and then make money into their pockets. We need serious people.
When you look at the current Black Star team, we do not have a structured team. Because every coach that will come...
Who structures the team? It should be the coach.
The coach. But you see, there are certain players that that we look at Thomas Partey. When a coach can come and bench Thomas Partey, looking at his quality, some may consider his age.
Okay.
But he may have the experience. And somebody may even, a coach can say, okay, because psychologically he's not even fit because of the court cases here and there, could bench him.
Of course. But do you think Otto Addo has that bravery to decide to bench Partey because of these issues? He will play him. Even psychologically. That is why we have to make him go.
The conversation is not even about whether to maintain Otto Addo or he should. But you see, the time frame where he was sacked. Because
do you know there was a coach called Alberto Di Matteo at Chelsea?
Yes,
he only played about 4 matches and won the Champions League, and he was the least expected person in Chelsea to even win the Champions League.
At that point, the quality of players he had also helped. But
do you think we don't have quality?
We don't have quality. Like compared to the 2010 squad we had.
Our viewers, do you think Ghana don't have the quality Otto Addo should be able to manage? See. Otto Addo qualifying us is a good job.
No, see,
let's give him respect for that.
It was by chance we qualified. You see, Otto Addo, the second
fine. You are saying it's by chance we qualified. You are saying
the biggest mistake we even made.
Nathaniel is saying it's by chance we qualified, but you want us to keep him to the World Cup.
If we've been able to keep such a coach for some time, he has at least played some qualifiers towards the World Cup. He might have learned some few mistakes. He might have applied those mistakes. He might have applied.
But he's been to the World Cup before
with that experience. He had been to the World Cup as a player.
But he was poor
as a player and also as a coach, which he didn't even do well. and
you know that.
That's why my argument has always been the second coming of Otto Addo was the worst. That's why I'm not even just attacking the Otto Addo or for all the starting, but the GFA, they are not decisive and do not even have a direction. Because if a coach, it's like a company running a personal company. If the GFA is supposed to be the company of cats.
Is that how he's going to
would
manage?
they have, brought Otto Addo? No. So you see.
But now Otto Addo is there, and he's not doing well.
So
and he has fired him. You should give him a kudos for firing him.
You see, this coach would have to play about 1 or 2 matches and prepare for the World Cup. And these 1 or 2 matches are not enough.
But you can never tell.
You see, if anything happens towards this World Cup, I would say it's a miracle. It's like trying and error. You see, in football, in football, you see, in football, you need the experienced player. You need experienced players, and you also have to bring the young ones that will be doing a lot of the running and be creating chances.
But we have them all.
But you see, this new coach would have to make. You see, the new coach's success will be determined by the kind of players he selects.
Anyway, the new coach's success will be determined by the kind of players he selects. And I hold the opinion that the new coach might just take us through this. And like we always say, Accra Metropolitan University is the reason why we are here. Accra Metropolitan University, Accra Met, empowering mind, shaping futures. And like Nathaniel, you were saying earlier, if you are to recommend a private university for anybody, any Gen Z, is it Gen Z, or Gen Alpha, or anybody who is about to complete a secondary school right here, or maybe an HND or something, which school would you recommend and why?
I will not just recommend Accra Met because I'm with Accra Met, but when you look at the quality of teachers or lecturers they have,
Prof and Prof.
Yeah.
you know Prof and Prof.
Yeah, exactly.
With
their experiences and also how they've made education more lively. It's not just about studying, but how they're able to make the models
practice and
more practical for the students. You know, we are more in the practical era.
They have this software called the LMS. LMS. It's so great. You can submit your assignment. You don't need to go and give your assignment to the lecturer, and then the class rep will lost it, and then you just submit it there, and then the lecturer will have it, mark it there, you give your grade there. It's just marvelous. And
for me, it's how they've made university very simple. It's what makes it a choice for every student who would want to acquire.
Should be a number one choice.
Yes. Acquire tertiary education, looking for with your first degree, second degree, as masters, and even we also have PhD courses. If you really want to have lecturers to take you through your doctoral process, I think Accra Metropolitan is one of the best choices. Great.
To wrap it up, I still think and believe that Otto Addo should just have resigned even before he got fired, because he himself will admit that the way he was coaching the Black Stars, the tension and everything that was coming towards him wasn't one that Ghanaians wanted. And if he had stayed on to the World Cup and continued with this abysmal performances, maybe it's not going to be chaotic or it's not going to be abusive. But I'm sure he would know that Ghana is a country that you don't have to, excuse me to say, mess up with when it comes to football.
For me, I'm actually expecting less from this coach because of the time he had with them, and the Black Stars will not be my favorite. I'll be supporting Black Stars because I come from Ghana, so yes. But I'll be looking forward to let Argentina and the results of Argentina.
Bias.
No. So let's be realistic. Let's be realistic here. If he should perform very well,
Will you support him if he does well?
Yes.
So you are waiting for him to do well before you support Ghana?
You see,
partial.
If he doesn't perform well, you cannot fault him because he just took the team. You understand? So that's why I was opting for Otto Addo to take the team. If he does well, we can still give him
if
more.
he didn't do
if
well,
you do what, you have every right to sack him because you are giving him so many options.
Okay,
and so when the next coach comes, he's going to take. We have to look for a long-term.
I get it.
Agenda, preparing the team towards, let's say, African.
It's about time we need to look at our youth system and then make sure that we are able to migrate or promote the squad in a certain, chronological order to get them at least the core of the team.
That's what we can. That's why we always rate the 2010. With the 2010
team,
because they migrated, they went to
17, 20,
they took the under 20 World Cup and was able to migrate.
So away from let's end with this. Away from the conversation, who is winning the World Cup?
Argentina. I mean, it will be between Argentina, Spain, and France, but. As an Argentine fan, because of Lionel Messi, well, for me, it will be good for football for him to win it again. Forget Portugal.
I'm a France fan, and I hope France win this World Cup. But I'm also looking out for England. The reason why I'm looking out for England is because Kobe Mainoo and Harry Maguire have the possibility of winning the World Cup. Thank you very much, Nathaniel, for passing through. Thank you, our producer, Mr. Kwame Apex. And today, Roxanne, because we are talking about football, Roxanne is trying not to be involved in this. But Roxanne is always your girl. She's always there for you, an opinion feature. Greener, Hakim, and then thanks to Prof, who celebrated her birthday not too long ago, and Prof Joshua Alabi, the father of all, for making this possible. Tata.